pagtutulungan, walang kupas na kaugalian. Tatag at tibay, sinasabuhay, galak sa puso ay walang kapantay. Panahon na naman ang brigada, pagbigkisin lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, Brigada Eskwela, magkaisa sama-sama. Brigada Eskwela, salin na buong barkada. Brigada Eskwela, kilos na pagbayanihan na.
Ikaw ako, tayong lahat, hawak kamay, sabay-sabay, kapit-bisig, buong bayan. Tara na, kumilos na.
Tulong-tulong sa pagsulong, hatid na kalidad sa edukasyon. Sa kabataan, saya at dunong, buong madla sabay na aahon. Panahon na naman ng brigada, pagbigkisin lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, Brigada Eskwela, magkaisa sama-sama. Brigada Eskwela, salin na buong barkada. Brigada Eskwela, kilos na magbayanihan na. Brigada Eskwela, kilos na magbayanihan na. Brigada magbayanihan na, sabay-sabayhan na.
Rising, the kite is our emblem of aspiration to deliver the brand of quality in Philippine basic education. The quadrants of the soaring kite symbolize the key reform areas in forwarding this cause. As we embark on this aggressive reform to yield upskilled teachers, well-developed curriculum, improved learning environment, and responsive multi-stakeholder cooperation. Using the colors of our flag, the logo symbolizes our unity and serves as a reminder that it takes a nation to educate a child. Together, we as a nation will have to move forward and gain more momentum so that our vision of quality basic education for all shall take flight. Sama-sama sa pagsulong ng edukalidad.
Maayong buntag kanatong tanan to our dear school heads, teachers, learners, partners, and stakeholders. Have a pleasant day. This day marks the beginning of the schools division of Cebu City's Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela. To start with, we would like to request everybody streaming and watching this presentation to pay salute to the Philippine National Anthem, to be followed by the invocation.
Want to sing a song of love, and with one voice, with one song, we can sing together. Lord, make us strong, make us belong. And if we fall, help us build, always undivided. Love is the key in unity. Let's share His love with another. We are one. We are one bread, one body, one people. United we stand, divided we fall. If we put our trust in the Lord, there'll be melody, love and harmony in every heart. Teach us to pray, Lord, every day. Show us the way, help us feel your loving kindness. Love is the key in unity. Let's share His love with another. We are one. We are one bread, one body, one people. United we stand, divided we fall. If we put our trust in the Lord, there'll be melody, love and harmony in every heart. There'll be melody, love and harmony in every heart. One bread, one body, one people. United we stand, divided we fall. If we put our trust in the Lord, there'll be melody, love and harmony in every. There'll be melody, love and harmony in every
Brigada Eskwela, also known as the Bayanihan para sa Paaralan, has been one of DepEd's major initiative that aims to bring together all education stakeholders to participate and contribute their time, effort, and resources to prepare public schools facilities for the opening of the school year. But this year's Brigada Eskwela will deviate from the traditional concept of physical cleaning, painting, and doing minor repairs to schools and will instead prioritize preparations and strengthening initiative that will support the provision of different learning opportunities while ensuring the health and safety of teachers, personnel, and especially the learners during this COVID-19 pandemic situation. For this year, the Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela theme, pagpapanatili ng bayanihan tungo sa kalidad na edukasyon para sa kabataan, will run on June 1 until August 29, 2020. And to welcome us all, let's hear the welcome remarks of our Senior Program Specialist for Social Mobilization and Networking Section, Mr. Riom P. Sispenyo.
Before I begin, I would like to greet our various stakeholders. Our Mayor of Cebu City, Honorable Mayor Edgar Labilla, our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Riamar Angtud, our fellow workers in the department and in the government, the learners who are the future leaders of our country, their parents who are our partners in providing quality education to our learners and each and every one of us here today. Mayong buntag kanatong tanan. Schools are an important part of every community, not just because they provide our learners with education, but also because they help provide an educated and responsible workforce and opportunities where teachers, learners, and the parents work together for the school. Brigada Eskwela is one of those opportunities where we actually work together, participate, and contribute our time, effort, and resources to help raise the children, our learners of this community, by preparing our public school facilities for the opening of the 2020-2021 school year, especially in the face of a pandemic. And the fact that you are all here only goes to show everyone's commitment in helping us achieve the DepEd's goal of providing quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating education for all. I welcome you all to this very first virtual launching of DepEd Cebu City's Brigada Eskwela. Thank you and good morning once again.
Welcome to Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela 2020 Division Virtual Kickoff. As the Chief of the School Governance and Operations Division, I would like to share the new normal concept of Brigada Eskwela. This is based on the DepEd Memorandum number 053 series of 2020, the Joint Implementing Guidelines on the 2020 Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela relative to the COVID-19 situation. This is amending thereby DepEd Memorandum number 032 series 2020 titled 2020 Brigada Eskwela Program Implementing Guidelines and DepEd Memorandum number 14 series 2020 titled 2020 Oplan Balik Eskwela. I would like to reiterate these two provisions. Paragraph 7, it states that the traditional concept of Brigada Eskwela, which involves physical cleaning, painting, repainting, and doing minor repairs, will no longer happen in May, unless otherwise provided by another DepEd issuance. It may still be done during the 2 weeks before the opening of classes in public schools on August 24, 2020, depending on the prevailing local risk classification and community quarantine guidelines. If allowed, schools shall strictly comply with protocols on social distancing and implement precautionary measures consistent with the IATF health protocols, DOH protection protocols, local quarantine rules, and all other relevant protocols provided in DepEd and DepEd Task Force COVID-19 issuances. Paragraph 8. The new concept of Brigada Eskwela shall focus on preparations and strengthening partnership engagement to ensure that learning continues even in the time of COVID-19. The activity shall highlight partnership initiatives that will complement the department's efforts to ensure that quality basic education will continue despite the challenges posed by COVID-19 and to implement the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. So for that, we hope that the different schools shall be guided on this implementing guidelines. Again, this is the new normal for Brigada Eskwela, and with this, we have our virtual kickoff. So to everyone, good luck and strengthen our partnership with our stakeholders that can attain the implementation of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. Good morning, good luck, and have a blessed day.
Moving on, let's hear the message of our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Danilo Godilusao.
For me, Brigada Eskwela is a convergence of public and private sectors who have special and genuine interest to help our public schools achieve the common aspirations of the community through the delivery of quality education. From the year 2003, when Brigada Eskwela was first implemented, Cebu City has always been very successful. We were able to gather as many as 71,000 volunteers and raise the amount of more than 20 million of community MOE invested in our schools, 123 schools. Let's invest in our future today. Kaya walay gamay na tabang para sa eskwelahan na kinahanglan. Magkita-kita ta karong Brigada Eskwela 2020.
At this juncture, let's hear the empowering and inspiring message from our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Riamar A. Amtu.
Welcome to the Brigada Eskwela 2020 of DepEd Cebu City. Particularly, lahi ron ang Brigada Eskwela because we are more focused on resource generation instead of the usual cleaning of the classroom. We are more on getting stakeholders or partners, sterilization sa eskwelahan, disinfecting the schools, at the same time having partners where personal hygiene is concerned, and also COVID-19 requirements or equipments to be used like alcohol, face mask, gloves, bags, and all the other gadgets or needed for COVID-19 trabaho. At the same time, we encourage school stakeholders, particularly principals also, to get in contact with our different stakeholders because this is the time to say thank you for all the things that they have done to our schools, and rest assured their parents that we really welcome your children in school and that we needed all the help we can get where Brigada Eskwela is concerned. Thank you.
We are very thankful that the support of our partners never ceases. Not even this pandemic hold them from helping our schools and our learners. Here, we will witness the turnover of donated items from our partners. Wow, that's very heartwarming. The love and eagerness of helping may always be burning in your heart. At this point, let us hear the messages of commitment and dedication from our stakeholders and partners.
Good morning. Ako si Bing Martinez, past president sa Rotary Club of Cebu. Hinaut-unta nga ang inyong Brigada Eskwela bisan patuod nga naglain sa previous years, pareha lang yapon nga mas successful. Kami sa Rotary Club of Cebu nagsuporta sa DepEd sa mga hinagi nga tuig ug sa mga eskwelahan sa Cebu, pinaagi sa pag-distribute og mga school chairs, bag-o nga libro ug daghan pang mga butang. Doon na po yung mga eskwelahan sa Liloan o sa Daan Bantayan nga nakadawat og technical vocational class equipment. Naningkamot mi nga sa umaabot nga tuig o mga tuig nga umaabot nga ang suporta sa DepEd namo mo include og number 1, bag-o nga science laboratories dinha sa Daan Bantayan. Number 2, bag-o nga tech voc equipment sa Tabuelan. Number 3, 8 kabok eskwelahan sa Barili o sa nearby areas na matagaan og tubig. Apil na din ang hand washing station, water tanks o mga toilets. Number 4, teacher training para sa mga guidance counselors ninyo. Ug number 5, mas daghan pa yung mga libro nga atong ma-distribute para sa tanan mga eskwelahan nga nanginahanglan. Kanitanan gihatag namo sa public school system kay mutuo mi nga ang mga estudyante nato ang mudala sa Pilipinas sa dili pa madugay. Ug kinahanglan nga ang mga estudyante nato ma-competitive dili lang sa probinsya kung dili worldwide. So, salamat o good luck sa inyong tanan. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Ferdinand Tumakin. I am the president of Academia System Global Colleges located in Tabunok, Talisay, Cebu. It's a new senior high school. We just launched our website yesterday, and with this website, with an embedded learning management system, we are glad to tell you that our school is ready for the opening of the new school year in the new normal. We are also very glad to inform you that in whatever way we can, we are very much more than willing to partner with the Department of Education, probably by sharing our resources as well as our strategies in dealing with the classes under the new normal. Thank you very much, and we hope to partner with DepEd.
Hi, Dr. Actut, Dr. Bataluna, and the rest of DepEd Cebu City Division officials. Maayong gabi. I just came from a meeting with our Public Affairs Education Head, Stephanie Erlino, and I'm happy to report to you that I already got approval of our partnership with regards to the School in a Bag and DLP for our new normal in education. I'll be sending to Sir Roy Guarin the details as well as the MOA. And sa kang Sir Roy Guarin, daghang salamat sa pag-bridge sa SMART and to the DepEd Division Cebu City and for relaying this request sa ako. I'm very sorry nga wala na ako na send dayon sa imuha because of the whole day I've been with online meetings yun. Anyway, we hope to do this together with DepEd Cebu City Division para sa kaayuhan sa ato ang mga learners. Daghang salamat.
The Cebu International Distance Education College will continue its commitment to the Cebu City Division of the Department of Education as education partner in learning delivery through the use of interactive communication technology, especially now in this time of COVID-19 pandemic. Our commitment of the said partnership in learning delivery will always remain. Thank you.
Brigada Eskwela 2020. Ang atong tema, pagpanatili ng bayanihan tungo sa kalidad ng edukasyon para sa kabataan. Brigada Eskwela 2020 is a big challenge to the Cebu City government, also sa Cebu City Central Education Management Office, also sa Cebu City DepEd. Ang atong siyudad sa Cebu, nangandam sa ato ang Protection Recovery para sa ato ang itawag na itong Community Isolation Center. Because ang ato ang mga eskwelahan karon, sabi na sa elementary sa high school, mo itong gigamit as a isolation center para sa ato ang mga COVID positive. One of the partnership na ang atong ikinusdan sa ato ang Cebu City disaster, ang atong Cebu City DepEd, ang pag-disinfect, ang pag-decontamination sa ato mga isolation centers. Kami atong iparar, pinagi sa ato ang regulation sa ato ang Cebu City DepEd na pinanglan ang ato ang eskwelahan, luwas na sa ato ang pagbalik sa ato ang mga kabataan. Pinagi sa ato ang rato ngayon, ato opisina sa Mayor's Office, sa kanang Department sa City Hall, kami ubod na musuporta sa ato ang Brigada Eskwela 2020, inaopi sa ato ang mga parents, sa ato ang mga teachers, sa kanang mga stakeholders, musuporta sa ato ang Brigada 2020 para sa luwas na eskwelahan, para ang atong mga kabataan, mga eskwela na ang tarong sa ato ang mga stakeholders, ato suportahan ang ato ang Cebu City DepEd, sa ato ang Cebu City Government, sa ato ang Cebu City Disaster Reduction Management Council, ini inyong OIC sa ato ang DRM, nangyo atong suportahan ang atong Brigada Eskwela 2020. Salamat.
City Savings Bank commends the Department of Education for its bold and innovative response to the pandemic, the Learning Continuity Plan. As with Brigada Eskwela, our bank will support this Learning Continuity Plan that ensures the well-being of teachers and students in these challenging times. City Savings Bank remains committed to serve its most important customer, the public school teacher. And with you, we look forward to better times ahead. Good day.
center donated by CFD was a great help to students. Now they can borrow books from my office and bring this to the reading center where they can read supplementary books, and they can study also during their free time.
For that 8 years, kanunay gasigid og support namon sa savings bank.
My dear teachers, mentors, non-teaching personnel, students, parents, and the various stakeholders and partners of education, my warmest greetings to all of you. I wish all of you good health in mind, body, and spirit. This time last year and the years previous to that, the month of June marks the start of the school year. Our schools become a beehive of activity as everyone participates in the Brigada Eskwela, cleaning, fixing, painting, and preparing. This is the time of the year when the Bayanihan spirit takes flight, where communities of people come together to contribute to a child's education. Indeed, it takes a community to educate a child. It is the time of the year when one gives of oneself. The excitement in the air is palpable. Sadly, it is not to be so this year. An invisible and insidious enemy has waged war against humanity. It has changed our way of life, the way we live, the way we relate with one another. Social distancing is a term alien to all of us. After all, we are people who exist to be with other people, to be intimate. We need the company of family and friends. We thrive among them and are lost without them. But this enemy has managed to pull us apart, to make islands of each person. We cowered in fear, we abhor crowds and suspicious of even our very own family and friends. It is indeed a difficult time. Badly hit in this pandemic is education. Understandably, parents will not risk sending their children to school unless a vaccine is made available. Teachers share the same sentiment. But if life gives us bitter lemons, let us turn them into lemonade. Our glass is always half full and not half empty. We cannot profess faith in God and be pessimistic. Right now, your local school board is working closely with the DepEd in putting together a learning continuity plan that incorporates science and technology. It utilizes ubiquitous tools and gadgets such as smartphones for distance learning. For those without the gadgets, they will be provided with printed learning materials. The protocols of online learning delivery is a work in progress over the next several months prior to the opening of classes in August. It is hoped that when the pandemic ends, we can transition back to the traditional learning methods while keeping stock of the positive benefits of online learning. Is there a light at the end of that dark tunnel? Is there a rainbow behind the ominous dark cloud? The answer is yes. First, we need to manage our fears. Irrational fear, bordering on hysteria, will only fuel more hysteria. As one wartime president said, there is nothing to fear but fear itself. If we live in fear, the war is half lost. Let us instead learn from our forefathers. In 1917, the world was in the middle of a world war where about 22 million lost their lives. In the same year, an influenza pandemic caused the death of 50 to upwards of 100 million deaths worldwide. A few short years later was the worldwide economic depression, and then the Second World War, where tens of millions more lost their lives. Now imagine living in those God-forsaken times. I began to realize that what we are going through now is nothing compared to what our parents and grandparents went through. And they did not even have the sophistry of medicine, science, and technology that we now all enjoy. With this knowledge, I am more than ever convinced that we will soon beat the enemy and go on with our lives as stronger and better human beings. Ipadayon nato ang bayanihan padung sa kalidad ng edukasyon sa atong kabataan. Daghang salamat.
I would like to express on behalf of the City Government of Cebu to the Department of Education, City Schools, course, to Dr. Mayang Todd for the support that you have extended to us, especially during these difficult times when you allowed the city health, the city government to use many classrooms in the different public schools in the city. This meant a lot because we were able to isolate 1,000 positive but asymptomatic patients when they were supposed to be only on home quarantine. But because of the help, the cooperation of Dr. Antod and the city superintendent, we were able to accommodate, isolate them. That prevented the spread of the disease. We will never forget Dr. Antod and the city and the Department of Education officials for allowing us to use, which has considerably helped in the disease not to contaminate and spread in many other parts of the city. And one of the things that we would also like to let you know that we will always be very supportive. The city government will always be supportive of all the activities, the programs of the Department of Education. In fact, as told to me by the city administrator, Atty. Floro Casas, we will provide 70,000 masks to our teachers. There are 6,200 teachers. We will provide them with 10 masks for each teacher and another 8,000 for the support staff of DepEd. That we will do to continue helping the DepEd City Division. And of course, by the way, I have always been a fan of the Brigada Eskwela activities of the department, the city division. And I remember at one time, I went together with the city officials, this was about 4 years or 5 years ago, when I was still vice mayor, to receive the award on behalf of the city division. I think the winner at the time is Mabolo Elementary School, my alma mater, because I am a product of the public school. I am an alumnus of Mabolo Elementary School. So we assure you, Dr. Antod and the other officials of the city division, of our support. Brigada Eskwela, we have always been consistent as one of those acknowledged as the best prepared schools in the country. We will continue to be one of the best, if not the best. Good luck, Godspeed, and more power.
Thank you everyone for watching this Brigada Eskwela Virtual Launching 2020. We need to remember that not this pandemic can stop us in achieving education, and helping each other in this Brigada Eskwela can heal as one. Sulong Edukalidad. Stay safe everyone and have a great day.